60. Race 4 from Tamworth. Lights on, and they're away. And good speed from the favourite Yellow Taxi. Roll on Chili and Artistica Uno are trying to hold it out early, but Yellow Taxi's going to roll to the lead as they run into that first turn over Roll on Chili, who's now punching up under the inside, and Roll on Chili's going to hold the front and keep the favourite Yellow Taxi out. Cobbler Madonna from inside the second line now gets the leaders back, so it's running third on the pegs, and Artistica Uno gets the nice run 1-1. Next on the inside was Rubber's Dilemma. They were followed by For Me, and then came Western Safari, back second last McArdle Star. And from the outside of the front, the last collect has drifted to the rear of the field. Down the back straight they run, and on top is Roll on Chili, and it used gate 1 to advantage, and it leads out now. Clearly, Cobbler Madonna on the leader's back is in second spot, and Yellow Taxi, the favourite, is facing the breeze in third. They were followed next by Artistica Uno, who's 1-1 and running fifth, and Rubber's Dilemma on the inside. McArdle Star now pulls out 3 wide, and Artistica Uno comes out in front of it. So we'll get a little bit more pace in the race now. Back on the inside was Rubber's Dilemma, tracked up by Western Safari. For Me in the centre, and the last collectors at the rear. Past the judge they run, and we've got no lead time there as they leave the straight now with a couple of laps left to go, and Roll on Chili on top. Leads out over McArdle Star, who moves up on the outside and now sits second, and that gives Artistica Uno cover. Cobbler Madonna's had a lovely run leaders back, and on the inside next was Rubber's Dilemma. They were followed by Yellow Taxi, who was outside the leader at one point. It's now 3 back in the running line, and here comes the last collect taking off 3 wide. Lead time 1:32.1. Further back in the event then came Western Safari, and last is For Me. So there's been a few changes in the order apart from the leader, and that's Roll on Chili has led from the outset. The last collect now strides up on the outside, goes to second, and Cobbler Madonna's seen all these tactics unfold and sitting third sweetly. Then came McArdle Star, who ends up in the 1-1 now. Back on the inside was Rubber's Dilemma, and then came Artistica Uno. The favourite Yellow Taxi, outside the leader at one point, is now last, and on its outside For Me taking off 3 wide. First quarter, 30.6. Roll on Chili leads them out of the straight. Been a fairly even tempo, leads out from the last collect on the outside, and Cobbler Madonna leaders back. Then McArdle Star, Rubber's Dilemma, For Me out wide, Artistica Uno in the centre, Western Safari, and last is Yellow Taxi. Into the back straight they run. And the leader still is Roll on Chili, and it's Roll on Chili on top. It's leading out by 3 metres. In second spot was Cobbler Madonna, deeper on the track now, making ground. Around those was McArdle Star. It's making ground out 3 wide from the last collect in the centre. Further back was For Me. Then came Artistica Uno in the centre with nowhere to go, and shuffled right back was Rubber's Dilemma to the bend, and Roll on Chili has them stacked up. It's Roll on Chili leading as they make their way into the home straight, and it kicked away. Cobbler Madonna's about to get off its back. McArdle Star is wider on the track and in the centre, the last collect, but Roll on Chili in front is going to lead them a merry dance, and Roll on Chili all the way over a wall of horses. Probably Cobbler Madonna second, third's anyone's guess. There's the last collect, Western Safari out wide. Yellow Taxi made good ground late. Just behind those Artistica Uno, and Rubber's Dilemma got right up on the inside. They were followed further back by For Me, and it was amongst the tail enders.